Hey, this is John 5, and you're listening to Maximum Threshold.
Automatic defense procedures initiated.
What we've got here is
maximum voltage, maximum power, maximum carnage. This is Maximum Threshold. Call the show at
440-709-4977.
Maximum Threshold. And here's your hosts, Dom.
He's unstable, but possibly worse.
He's actually quite smart. He just makes errors of judgment along the way.
Testing.
That's right, people. You are living by the numbers. Starting to show off tonight, man, with some brand new metal church. It's by the numbers off their latest release. And man, tonight's show is going to be I think it's going to be a pretty fun show. I hope you guys enjoy this one. Let's see what the plan is. I have an interview here with Internal Bleeding that Jeff caught up with the band not too long ago. So I'm going to air that in a bit. But then after that, man, it's a free for all because we got some of the list of the guys, who are the staffers here in the show. What are their top 5 songs they like, and we're gonna play some of them. And they're not necessarily gonna be like number 1. This is it, blah blah blah. But we're gonna play so just so you know that these are gonna be some of our favorite metal songs. I asked most of the guys to send me over their list. They initially did, and I lost it, and I asked them to resend it to me, and I didn't get the list back from all of them. So I got a couple. Oh shit! I got a couple lists here, so it's gonna be a fun metal show for you a little later. So hey, we'll knock out some of this business stuff, then we're gonna get right back into the roll of all this. First of all, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to this week's edition of the Maximum Threshold Radio Show. Of course, it's really cool to have you guys on board with us as we go through this fun-filled episode. I remember what episode this is. This is like 565 or I don't even remember. Who knows? But there we go. I got the mic all situated. I had to turn the mixer up a bit and all this and that. Okay. This is stuff I need you guys to help me out with. We need to get some more, like if you subscribe to us on Apple Podcast and all those other places, wherever you can find our stuff. And it's all over the damn place. It seriously is. But we need you guys to go on there and just rate us, give us a bunch of stars or whatever. Whatever you feel like giving us. And I know we're like perfect. So just do that. Give us 5 stars and all that. And put some comments on there. And you put some comments on there. I'll read them on the air. And if you do that, I will also shoot you over a digital release of a new band that, I'm not saying it's a new band, but some new music that's out. I'll shoot that over to you as a sign of gratitude and thank you very much. So that's what we're going to do. Oh, wow. This is towards the end of the year. So, beginning in January, we'll be doing our year in review, playing some of the best songs that we liked throughout 2018. There's some pretty cool material that came through our desk. And, man, I know I was really digging on the latter part of this year with the new Dee Snider. And that's some really good shit. So, on my part, you'll probably be hearing some stuff off that. I'm looking forward to 2018 show and review. Every year we do that. You always get such a great response from everybody out there because people you can email me what your favorite artist was that came out, the release this year, and I'll put it on. So if you got any questions or anything, just shoot me an email over at mtrshow@gmail.com. Once again, that's mtrshow@gmail.com. I think that's so easy to remember. So MTR Show, Maximum Threshold Radio Show, mtrshow@gmail.com. Shoot me over a message. You got a comment about the show, what we're doing wrong, what you want to hear, what you want us to do, you want us to go cover events. If you want to be a part of the show, you can do so too. On the website, we're also looking for reporters and writers and all that good stuff. So, also, let's see. We're going to start back on the compilation record again. We haven't done one of these in a while. I talked about I was going to do that black and white or some shit. That never came to fruition for whatever reason it was. I think I just forgot about it. But we're going to do that. I got got a nice label that's lined up with this who wants to push it. And we got Spat Records who are down with it. And if you're an unsigned band and you want to be part of this compilation release, which is going to get a lot of push by a lot of different media outlets, then jump on board. Shoot me over a message over at mtrshow@gmail.com, and in the subject just say, like, put me on your record, bitch, or something like that, and I'll get back with you and we'll work out some details. There's really not too much other details other than I need your fucking wave files. I need your best stuff too. So we're going to pimp this shit. It's got to be good. I'm not going to put any half-ass stuff out there like I have in the past. Let's see. Another thing I was planning on doing is we're going to be putting out this like sort of like a box set of MTM BOIST, some of your greatest little parody songs and stuff that we've done on the show here over the years. I kind of compiled a whole bunch of them, and we'll put it out there as a probably like, I don't know, I got about 100 songs, so I'll probably put like 40 of them out there or something like that, and make it a really nice cheap price where you can download, because they're not really long. They're, you know, just something we've played on the show here, and it's be a lot of fun, man. It'd be cool for you guys, especially if you followed Maximum Threshold over the years, over our 14 years or however long we've been doing this. And I know it's up there, and a lot of them will give you a lot of some flashbacks to some of the current events that were happening back then. And so when I get all this all situated and I find some time to knock this out, I'll be talking about a little bit more on the show here. And one of the cool things about this is if we sell a bunch of these singles at one time, we're going to hit the Billboard charts. I'll tell you, that ain't going to be funny. So, what you waiting for? Let's make things happen. Let's go have some fun with this. And let's just say, Curtis, we know you're out there in some godforsaken land. You're at some rest stop there, getting your knob rubbed and by some lot lizard. And man, thumbs up to you, buddy. Make sure you take your doxycycline and all your antibiotics. Keep that little squeaker clean, and hope for the best, man. I don't know how much gas is wherever you're at, but wherever you're at in your travels, make your way and get yourself a McRib and call it a day. So let me do this. I got just a couple little quick little commercials I want to play. Then we're going to come back. We're going to knock out this interview that Jeff did with Internal Bleeding. I'm going to play some Internal Bleeding. And we got Rock and Metal News segment, real short. It's like 2 minutes. Then we're going to come back. And I got a lot of Michael's music already lined up. So his was pretty damn heavy. And I think I forgot what the hell I said my top 5 were. But yeah. So here we go, man. We'll be back in a little bit. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'm glad to be back on here doing this, my therapy. And a lot of people, if you listen to us, hey, I get the messages back from you guys too, saying it's your therapy too, man. It gives you that little bit of time, a little hour and a half out of your day where you listen and just forget about whatever the crap's going on around you and just rock out with us and just have fun, man. We're looking forward to we're thinking about doing this Maximum Threshold cruise. So if you guys are interested in doing something like that with us, just get a hold of us. It's going to be out of Cleveland. I didn't tell too many people about this, but we're going to put on a concert and we'll do like a little recording and stuff on the ship. And we're just going to have fun, and you guys could drink and get shit-faced. And, well, we're out cruising around Lake Erie on a yacht. So, yeah. How's that? Sound like fun? Okay, we're back after this. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right here. Hey, these guys over here at Maximum Threshold, man, they're so metal, their taint is rusty.
Phone lines are open. Call us now, 440-709-4977. Once again, the call-in line in the studio here is 440-709-4977. But be prepared. You call, you will be on the air.
Call into the show. West Coast callers call 213-973-7237. Once again, 213-973-7237. East Coast callers 440-709-4977. Once again, 440-709-4977.
This is the Hellion, and you are listening to Maximum Threshold on the net, where Dom just sacrificed a live goat in the name of metal!
Trailers rocking, probably with their sister. I mean, we're listening to Maximum Threshold right here. Maximum Threshold radio show.
You want to listen to Maximum Threshold Radio on your phone? You can do so. The app is out there, baby. Tune in radio. Go to your little market there and download Tune In Radio. Just type it in the search, Tune In Radio. Once you download that app, click it, activate it, blah, blah, blah. Search Maximum Threshold. Once again, that's Tune In Radio. You can also catch the podcast on there also. It's real nice. Check it out. Tune In Radio for Maximum Threshold Radio live.
What's up, everybody? It's Jeff with Maximum Threshold Radio, and I am with the fucking kings, the OGs of fucking slam, the two Chris's from Internal Bleeding. What's up, fellas?
Whoa, that's a nice intro. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. How's the tour going so far?
Pretty good. Live tonight was here in Cleveland was absolutely amazing. Crazy pit, good action. Generally, the shows have been great. A couple of clunkers, but that's to be expected. But otherwise, it's going well. People are really receiving our new material, our new album songs great. So I got no complaints, man.
New album's badass. It came out today on Unique Leader on CD, right? Today's the first day you can go buy it on CD?
Yeah, it should be in stores today, hopefully. And I know they had some backups and some technical problems due to the president of the label being sick, but I think it's all cleared up now. So people who ordered will be getting them, and it should be in stores by now and everything.
Awesome. What went into this? I mean, I know it's been a little time since Imperium has passed. What was the process? And I know tragedy has struck you guys too. But what, after regrouping and everything, what was the main goal for Corrupting Influence?
It was to put out the sickest version of Internal Bleeding that we possibly could, given the circumstances. And lineup changes and all that stuff. And a couple of the other guys that joined the band after I joined the band in 2015 as a permanent member, Sean and Joe, we grew up loving Internal Bleeding as fans, and we wanted to do it the ultimate justice by putting our fucking heart and soul into every second of this record. It really it means a lot to us to be part of it, And we wanted to do Billy proud, and we wanted to do Chris Pavel's proud, and the legacy of the band is important, especially, it's very important to me, and I get sleepless over it some nights. I fucking sit on the edge of my bed and pull my fucking hair out of my fucking head thinking about riffs and artwork and fucking lyrics and stuff like that, because I give a fuck so much about this band, because I was a huge fan before I even got to be in the band.
Right.
So that was it, just to put out the most sick version of IB that we possibly could.
What are you listening to now? If you go in the studio, do you try to avoid listening to
I listen to zero. When I write, I listen to zero death metal. Zero, none. I'm mostly listening to Sabbath, which I always listen to.
Right.
Which, if anybody's got Corrupting Influence, can see that Sabbath has made its way all over this album, which I'm very happy about since I'm a big Sabbath fan. I listen to a lot of jazz. I listen to country. I just don't touch death metal because I don't want any riffs, anything accidentally locked into my brain and comes out of my fingers and it's somebody else's riff.
Right.
I don't want that. And I'm looking for different ways different inspirations. You know, you don't have to listen to death metal to be inspired to write death metal.
Right.
You know, I've heard country riffs that I say, wow, that can turn around and be kind of cool in death metal idiom if you just did something with it. You know, so you pick up inspiration from a lot of different things. I just try to avoid death metal when we're writing.
Right on.
Yeah, I'll always love my classic bands, you know, Metallica, Sepultura, and shit like that. But as far as new music, I've been pretty beat on new death metal for the last 10 years or so. Honestly, the last band that was even newish that I liked was probably Despised Icon. That was like 12 years ago, you know what I mean? And I think Surreption's really good as far as death metal's going nowadays. It's pretty sick. But I mean, yeah, same as me. I don't really listen to a ton of current metal or death metal at all. I really like King 810, whatever genre they fit into. But other than
I was
that,
here last year.
Shut up, Kyle. We're on the radio.
We're on the radio, so keep it quiet.
Anyway, that's our drummer.
Shut the fuck up, asshole!
But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of new.
Kyle, you can join us.
New death metal's kind of beat. New radio metal's kind of beat. I listen to a lot of, I don't know, I guess what you would call alternative. Unfortunately, at this point, I don't know if that's going to upset people, but I like Silver Sun Pickups, I like Cody and Cambria, those type bands. But as far as the heavy shit, yeah, Surreption's really impressive.
I'm back to death metal now that I'm not writing anymore, so I'm listening to a lot of
old, new.
Some new. I listen to a lot of the classics. I mean, I'm you know, we're in Ohio. I mean, I love Embalmer. I love Limb Splitter.
Right.
You know, I love those guys. You know, Mortal Decay is probably my favorite death metal band there ever was. You know, and I listen to a lot of classics still, like Torture Crypt and you know, bands like Ripping Corpse and stuff. I still listen to that regularly. You know, Morbid Angel, and then I have a shitload of underground bands that I listen to that half of them I don't even know their names. I just have tons of CDs with no labels on them.
Right.
You know, so it's like some of these bands I don't even know, you know, because I get so many CDs from people and stuff like that. You know, but there's a lot of great stuff out there. It's crazy. You know, a lot of crazy death metal out there, which is cool.
Oh yeah, you just gotta look for it.
Yeah. There's just a lot of good stuff, and I'm with Chris. Surreption's a really fucking great band.
Corpse from Belgium.
Yeah,
They're
Corpse
really
is
sick. They're
Corpse
fucking
is awesome.
I'm trying to think of cool death metal bands that I've seen in the last year or two that were actually like, oh wow, that was good. Yeah, Corpse with a K. They're really fucking sick.
Yeah, they killed when we played with them in Germany.
That's really it. Oh yeah, can't really think of too many others.
So it's cool. You know, a lot of great bands out there. Having a good time discovering them. It sucks, you know. I mean, you know, with a family and kids and this and that, it's hard for me to be able to sit down and. It's not like it was when I was younger and I can absorb music left and right. I can't do it anymore.
Right.
You know, I have people send me a CD and sometimes it'll take me 3 months to listen to because I just don't have the time.
Right.
And it's and when I do have the time, it's one song, and then like 2 weeks later, it's another song because. So it all gets scattered in my head.
And you don't even know the names of the songs.
So,
track number 2 was cool.
Yeah. It sucks, but you know that's part of getting old and having responsibilities, and things like that. So
yeah, definitely. How a lot of people aren't hip to everything, but this was kind of, a nice little tour that you had, a nice little run. You had Frank back in the band. How did that come to be for all the people that don't know, that are maybe wanting to catch you and don't know Frank's back? And
well, I mean, it was really kind of simple. Joe, our vocalist, had a lot of family crap going on and couldn't do the tour. And Chris and I were talking, and Chris was like, well, we can't fucking do this tour with some cheesy-ass fill-in. It's got to be either Frank Greeny or Tyler, who's taking over after Frank. He's like, it's either got to be those two or we're not doing the tour because it's got to be IB and it's got to sound like IB and it can't be a compromised version of IB. So I said to Chris, I said, okay, let me ask Frank. I mean, it was just that simple, Chris had blurted it out in his usual proclamation that he makes these grand proclamations. I'm not going out unless. So he did it, and I called Frank, and Frank's like, I think I can do it. So Frank fucking got the vacation time. Yeah. And we're like, all right, let's do it.
I mean, it worked out really sick. And unfortunately, at this day and age, there's not a lot of fucking rules, and there's been so many lineup changes that it's tough to keep track of all that. In any band, there's no fucking, there's only a couple original members in all your fucking favorite bands. You know what I mean? And we live in, unfortunately, the most expensive place in America, Long Island, New York City. You know what I mean? Besides fucking Hawaii, I guess. You know what I mean? Or San Diego or something. But like, it's literally almost impossible to have a house and 2 cars and 2 kids and pay your rent and mortgage and fill it with fucking food unless you make $2,000 a week.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you really don't do that playing fucking death metal. You know what I mean? So I feel for Joe that he wasn't able to fucking do this trip, and he didn't want to hold us back either. So he was like, "You guys got to do this trip." We fucking worked our asses off for the last 3 years on this record, Corrupting Influence, that came out over the course of this fucking tour. And he was like, "You guys just got to do it." And same thing as Sean. Sean had a little family issue going on at home, and some stuff with his job, and he just couldn't take off for the fucking month. Like he just couldn't justify not fucking paying his rent for a month to fucking come play death metal, you know, in hopes that we sell enough T-shirts to fucking break even, you know. And so that kind of sucks, but we, you know, like I said, Frank is the OG, and he really fucking helped us out. And we got our buddy Ryan Giordano from the band Mercy Blow, and he's in another band called Flesh Tomb, and he's a sick fucking bass player, and you know, the train fucking keeps rolling, man.
Doesn't stop.
I don't even know who's gonna be on the fucking in the band next tour, you know what I mean? But it's always gonna be Internal Bleeding, and that's really the main thing.
With all these bands nowadays doing like special like anniversaries, playing this album in its entirety, or you know, getting the band back together again with all the original members, is there any talk of maybe doing something with Frank, maybe not full scale, large scale, playing like some of the benevolent stuff or the voracious stuff?
Well, I mean, I don't believe in rehashing the past. Okay, an album is an album. It came out 20 years ago, and 24 or 25 years ago, and that's where it is. We'll always play songs off that, but I don't believe in doing the anniversary tour,
right on,
and things like that. I mean, to me, that's a money grab. You know, it's not something that I feel is genuine. Okay, we're in this band to write new music and progress and move forward. But that being said, we are looking at opportunities to get Frank over to like do maybe a festivals in Europe or something like that for some nostalgia, you know. But never for like a quote unquote anniversary tour or anything like that. I'm never going to do that.
Right on.
You know, it's a money grab, and it's disingenuous in my view. I mean, you know, Chris and I work really hard to move the band forward. You know, and we got Kyle here changing his clothes. He works really hard to move the band forward. We don't want to go backwards.
I told him a little bit ago he did Billy justice.
He does Billy great justice. You know, so like I said, it's always about moving forward. It's never about going backwards.
Right on.
You know,
where can everybody go to get like all the latest info on Internal Bleeding? Maybe some merch, man, tour dates, all that good stuff.
I would say either our Facebook page, so that would be facebook.com Internal Bleeding. Instagram is what?
Internal_bleeding. You know, we usually do a lot of promotion on Facebook and Instagram. Not too much on Twitter. What the hell is our website even nowadays?
I do a lot on
Internal Bleeding
internal-bleeding.com.
Oh boy.
And we actually get a lot of traffic to that website.
Yeah, so that's probably where the merch is. I know Indie Merch has a IB merch page. Cold Cuts Merch has an IB page. I know there's a bunch of Indonesian licensed shit. You can if you just look online, there's a lot of different places you can get IB merch that we pretty much license. And I'm sure there's some bootleg shit floating around on eBay, which doesn't really bother me because I just think it's kind of cool that anybody's even going to that fucking lengths to fucking recreate the shit. But check Indie Merch, check Cold Cuts merch, and pretty much Facebook and Instagram. And just we come up first if you just type in Internal Bleeding usually. We got a bunch of videos on YouTube, a bunch of live shit, and we're always trying to stay active, you know, and try to respond to people as quick as we can. Shit, I know some bands fucking pull the rockstar shit, saying the fucking automated message, but no, we're on there fucking trying to respond to everybody and fucking
keep in touch.
Keep in touch, especially because it's fucking cool that people actually like our stupid band. So we want to fucking show them.
It's not a stupid band, man. Like I said, you guys fucking leveled this place tonight.
Thanks, man. Yeah, Cleveland's always been sick to IB.
And you've been doing it for years, man. Like I said, I remember fucking 94, 95, Frank punching fucking holes in the stage at the Red Eye Rock Club, and fucking the Ohio Death Fest and shit like that. And did you guys tour with Ray?
No, we played a lot of shows. We played the Fantasy Theater with Ray.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Across the street, right?
Yeah.
It closed. It closed like 2 months ago. It's done.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
But I remember all the fuck Limp Bizkit shit and everything.
Yeah.
Fucking badass, man. What band? Since you were hating on Limp Bizkit, and rightfully so back in the day, man. Like, what band just fucking pisses you guys off to no end that you can't stand and you want to put, like, fuck them on your next T-shirt?
I don't know if anybody enrages me to the point that I want to berate them on my clothing. But sometimes I just like, if I'm listening to the radio or something and I hear like a newer Green Day song or a Pearl Jam song or I'm just like, oh boy, and I just turn it off immediately. I fucking hate it. Pearl Jam fucking stinks to me. I love Soundgarden, I love Alice in Chains, I even like Nirvana, Stone Temple Pilots is right. Pearl Jam fucking stinks.
I fucking hate Pearl Jam.
Yeah.
I fucking hate it.
That's Bill, promoter.
No. I love 90s music.
I have a burning hatred for Tom Morello and anything Rage Against the Machine.
Thank you.
Love Alice in Chains, love Foo Fighters, love
bunch of
all the 90s
hypocrite
stuff,
pieces of
Pearl
shit.
Jam.
Absolutely.
I can't stand them.
That's where me and Chris disagree. I think they're fucking awesome.
I will disparage them every chance I get because they're a fucking bunch of fucking lying sacks of shit.
Man, hypocrite.
They fucking preach communism, for God's sakes, and Tom Morello sells himself like a fucking whore.
Right. Hypocrisy aside, they got some pretty cool riffs. I don't know.
I can't. They suck. They should fucking. I hope they all die in a fucking bus accident.
Brother.
Nice.
Especially Zach De La Rocha. He's a piece of shit.
Oh, I'm sure he's a fine human.
Yeah, he's a rich human.
Yeah, he's a rich human. I can't wait to see the new T-shirts.
Communism sells, baby.
I can't. So we're going back. I know you're a Metallica fan, Chris.
Big time.
I got to ask you, man.
Lulu.
What about the, what about this new stuff, man? What do you think? What is it? Well, Hardwired, man. Are you into it?
I came up, I'm a little bit younger than the rest of the cats that started IB. So, I mean, the Black Album came out when I was a kid, and fucking Load and Reload came out when I was a kid. So that was cool, hard music to me, and I still like it to this day. Saint Anger, I cannot forgive. Lulu, I cannot forgive. Death Magnetic, pretty good. Hardwired, pretty fucking good. There's like 4 or 5 stinkers on it, but there's like 7 or 8 pretty good ones. So
right.
You drop the 5 stinkers, and it's actually a pretty good CD.
Right.
And I go see him live every chance I get. I think I've seen him 24 times. I'm going to see him like next week in Vegas with my pops when we get home fucking from this tour.
Cool.
I love him. Believe me, they have a lot of fucking mistakes. Plenty of mistakes. I'll be the first one to fucking admit it. There's some stinkers. Sometimes they play very poorly live.
I was just going to ask you if you drop kicks.
Sometimes they sound sick as fuck. I saw him in Philly last summer, and it was one of the sickest shows I've ever been to, period. Lars was on fire. He was on fucking fire. I don't care if people don't like him. He was on fire.
I was just going to ask you.
And guess what? He was 100% right with Napster. That's why we're all fucking broke. That's why every fucking musician in 2018 is fucking broke.
He's right.
He was right on that.
Shit.
He
and
was
Lars
totally
was
right. He was totally right.
Lars was 100% right.
Absolutely.
Do you ever get the urge to drop kick your little Danish buddy for being a shitty drummer half the time, on and off, or
no? I think you know what I mean. Probably. Look at like a dude like Dave Lombardo, who's probably his age too, and he's still world class. Lars probably had the time and the resources to probably get better and didn't for some reason, which is what you could knock about him. For what he did do, it's pretty sick. He's better than a lot of other stupid ass drummers and a lot of other fucking corny ass rock and roll drummers in the world.
And he had arena beats.
That's what it's all about, man. Big ass fucking AC/DC booming, arena fucking beats. That's what Metallica is.
I remember being a kid though, and that bass drum going right through you. It don't even.
It's the sickest.
Fucking echo.
It's the fucking sickest.
It don't even hit you no more, man. I seen them. They did that stream at the Austin Limits Music Festival.
Rough one. Oh, you know what? I think I watched that on Facebook.
And he was.
Actually.
Did you watch him play one?
Not really doing double bass. Right?
Oh god damn! He took all the things.
All right,
out.
we're going down a bad path here.
I'm looking at his kid. He's got like 2 snares. He's got a snare and 2 toms and 2 bass drums.
No, I do. I miss the big old white fucking Tama kid.
Yeah.
From fucking Justice. And yeah, I guess that's true. No, they still rock, and they're cooler than 99.9% of every other band that's ever come out, and still to this day. So I got nothing bad to say about them. They fucking rule. They're the OGs. I mean, Sabbath is the OGs, man. But Metallica fucking changed the fucking game, that's for sure. And it's actually corny to fucking hate on it nowadays. There's so many other fucking shitty bands out in the world. Like, leave Metallica alone now.
Right. All right, guys.
Kyle has no pants on. Nice. Holy crap!
Sexy boys in a room. You guys can go out on any tour you want, man. Fucking like death metal tour, man. You're taking whether you're headlining or you're opening, man. You can take like 3 bands with you. Who you taking, man?
We're gonna open up for the reanimated corpses of Dimebag Darrell and Vinnie Paul.
Reanimated corpses, I like that.
Yeah, and then GZR, Geezer Butler's solo band. That's it.
That would be a good combination.
I don't know. I'd love to go on tour with fucking Hatebreed, honestly. I'd love to fucking go on tour with Cal Decapitation. I love those guys. Big fucking weed smokers. Shout outs to Trav.
Yeah, that would be good.
I love those guys. Black Diamond Murder would be fun to tour with. They're cool. But I think Hatebreed would be the sickest fucking tour ever, man. Like, that's kind of the crowd we're going for nowadays. And yeah, Jamie, if you're listening, bro, fucking hook you boys up.
Yeah, really.
Crowbar, we're playing a fucking home show with Crowbar when we get home from tour. They'd be fucking fun to tour with, man.
Is that at Vitus or is
That's
No,
on
it's
Long
a
Island
local
at Amityville Music
Okay.
Hall, yeah.
Should
That
be
should
a
be
good
cool.
show.
Fuck yeah,
sick.
man.
Hatebreed, though. That's the first one that comes to my mind. I'd love to fucking tour with Hatebreed.
Right on, cool.
Yeah, that would be good. That would really expand us. You know, musically, it would expand our fan base, and it would probably help drag a lot of people into death metal.
Right.
You know,
It would fuel my Monster Energy drink addiction, too. So.
Right on. Yeah, you gotta fucking make some cash and fucking drink that shit, man. All right, guys, I appreciate it, man.
I'd like to tour with Grave. Sorry.
No problem. Fuck
I
yeah.
fucking love Grave.
Fuck yeah.
But Jorgen has to be on vocals.
Agreed.
Oh God, his vocals are the best.
Agreed. I'd like to see you guys out with Immolation again. I know it's been a long time.
Immolation would be great.
Yeah, I think we played Europe with them once last year at the festival. They're always awesome.
Yeah, they're such good guys too.
They are cool guys. They were even cool to me when I was a fucking dumbass teenager kid. Bought people for autographs and shit at fucking death metal shows, you know.
And now we got a local boy playing drums for a long time.
Yeah,
Steve's been in there for a long
been a while.
time.
Sick as fuck.
Yeah.
They're so great. They're greatness. You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're greatness.
Frank just texted me. He needs to be relieved from the merch table.
We got.
Tyler said he was going to do that.
We got to wrap this up so you guys can.
Where can we listen to this podcast radio show?
MaximumThreshold.net. I'll let Chris know. We're going to try and get it on the air tomorrow night, man, at between 8 and 11 p.m.
It's sick as fuck, man. Check out the new fucking Internal Bleeding album, Corrupting Influence. It's out today on Unique Leader Records, vinyl, CDs. Go to Indie Merch. Check it out. Go to Cold Cuts Merch. Check it out from our fucking homepage. And check out the rest of this fucking Bloodletting tour, man. We're out here for about another week or so. Chicago tomorrow, Kansas, Denver, Utah, Seattle, California. Come fucking smoke some weed with us, drink some fucking bourbon, and smoke some cigars, and split somebody's fucking head open in the pit, man.
Word. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, man. Thanks, brother. Who?
Take the face destroy. And take my right to me.
Hey guys, this is Ron from YouTube's Rock and Metal News with your Maximum Threshold Rock and Metal News report. Venom released a new song titled Bring Out Your Dead on YouTube. It is country specific. It's off their new upcoming album titled Storm the Gates, and it's going to be out on December the 14th through Spine Farm. And Within the Ruins, they released 34 songs. However, there's a bit of a twist. It's a collection of instrumental versions of the songs from their albums Elite, Phenomena, and Halfway Human. It's titled Trilogy. It's now out. You can check it out on streaming sites and digital retailers. And High on Fire are already working on some new material. They have been in the studio lately and posted an update on Facebook. The new music will be part of the 2019 Record Store Day annual releases on April the 20th. You can pick up their new album now, which is called Electric Messiah. Continuing with your MaximumThreshold.net rock and metal news, the band Soen, featuring former Opeth drummer Martin Lopez, they released their new single called Rival. Their new album titled Lotus is out on February the 1st, 2019 through Silver Lining Music. Pre-orders are up for Lotus, and you can check out the song on digital retailers and streamers now. The band, A Pale Horse Named Death, featuring frontman and guitarist Saul. He used to be in Life of Agony and Type O Negative. Well, they released a new song called Love the Ones You Hate on YouTube. Their new album, When the World Becomes Undone, is out on January the 18th, 2019. Definitely has a Type O Negative and Marilyn Manson feel to the track. And finally, Cane Hill, they're going to release a new EP on January the 18th. It's mostly acoustic. The EP is called Kill the Sun. It's going to be out through Rise Records. Check out the video on YouTube now for the title track, Kill the Sun. And some of the songs on the EP are 86D, No Escort, Empty, Save Me, Kill the Sun, among others. This is Ron from YouTube, Rock and Metal News with a Z, and this has been your Maximum Threshold Rock and Metal News report. Thanks for tuning in.
the sick and the dead, they keep feeding
Satan's blade now begins!
There you go, man. What's going on? Hey, I want to thank everybody for tuning in this week's edition of the Maximum Threshold Radio Show. And man, it's such a killer interview that Jeff did with Internal Bleeding. And then also Ron with his Rock and Metal News segment. And of course, me following it up with one of my favorite bands of all time, Venom, with Bring Out Your Dead off their latest release. So, you know I'm getting these guys on the show because I talk to these guys a lot. I do their work on their website and stuff. I run their Twitter page too. So, love me some fucking Venom. So yeah, I want to thank you again, like I say, for being part of this tonight. Okay, man. Now what we're gonna do? We're gonna take this. We're just a little differently now, and we're gonna start. This is gonna be the music segment part of the show here. We got about a good half hour, so hold on one second. Gonna just rock out with us. So we're gonna be doing like for the next couple of weeks. We'll be focusing on the staffers here at Maximum Threshold with their top 5 pick of metal of all time, and we're gonna bounce back and forth. I got a couple between a couple of the guys here, and these are in no particular order. They're just 5 of their best metal songs. We really couldn't say this is the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? Because there's just so much stuff. Man, we took this back. We were talking about Black Sabbath and some Priest and Maiden and stuff like that, and just bouncing these ideas along with other metal bands like Megadeth and things like this. Good thrash Metallica stuff. You know, and just trying to bring it all together and just trying to find just a level ground, I guess you could say. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. But let me get this started. Let me pause this for a second here. So talking about the level playing ground, you know, you got to play a little bit of this and a little of that, try to make you happy, make me happy. But, you know, this is cool if you're cruising around right now and listen to us in your car. Get ready to crank this shit up because this is the shit right here. We're about to rock this bitch out. How'd that sound? That sound good? Let's see. Okay, man, here we go. I'm going to start this one off here. This here is a classic, man. This one goes out to, I think Groove picked this one. I'm not sure. I think Curse was in on this too. But this is some Judas Priest, Beyond the Realms. So here, enjoy this, because I'm going to sit back here and I'm just going to headbang and fucking just start breaking shit in the studio here. We're going to listen to it live, too. Be back after this, man. Turn it up. See you in a little bit, baby. Yeah! See, I could sing, man.
Take anymore. He found a place in his mind and slammed the door. No matter how they tried, they couldn't understand. They washed and dressed him. Bad head, my head, yeah, I let the rodeo. I flicker on his face until one day he smiled. It seemed as though it cried when it kissed him goodbye. He died. Yeah, I left the road behind. I am safe here in my mind. I'm free to speak with my own kind. This is my life. This is my life. On the side of you. Keep the world with all its shame. It's not fit for living in. Yeah, I was not again. It can take forever and ever and ever and ever, but that's the way. How many like him are there still, who to us all seem to have lost the will? They lie in thousands, blind and lost. His knowledge worth is just. Yeah, I've left the world behind. I am safe here in my mind. I'm free to speak with my own kind. This is my life. This is my life. On the side of you. Keep the world with all its shame. That's not fit for living.
There you go, man. Judas Priest That was on Groove's list. So I want to do one of mine next. And then we're just going to keep rolling through. I don't care. I mean, like I said, this should go on all fucking night doing this, but we're not going to do that. We're giving you a nice half a tease for this week. So, yeah, we're not going to knock out 5 at a time, which would be cool. But at least I get to talk about the songs. This song here I'm about to play is one of my favorite songs of all time in metal. It takes me back to a time in high school where everyone was huffing paint and shit. So, hey, this is some good stuff, man. I love this band. I loved them back then. They were one of my gateway bands. It took me to the dark side. And just one of those singers, man, in the band. And when you saw him, he left an impact in your life and scared the shit out of you. That's right. I'm talking about the king himself, King Diamond, and with Some Merciful Fate. And this one, man, this one track here is just, the lyrics is just so deep. And it's just so, you talk about something when you listen to the words, seem like, shit, is he really talking about doing that? And it makes you think a little bit and makes you question some things and makes you bring religion into it. Like, man, I don't think I should be listening to this. But here you go, man. This is one of my favorite tracks by Merciful Fate. This is Evil off one of their early releases. So I'll be back after this, man. And let me just say that when this came out, I learned to play every damn note of this whole record on my guitar. And it was such an influence in me. Being a lead guitarist, listening to these two cats, man, just ripping it away. So, two of my favorite guitarists, Denner, and man, love these guys. So here you go, man. Merciful Fate with Evil here on your Maximum Threshold Radio. Yeah, Merciful Fate with Evil. Damn. That's such a fucking badass tune. Man, if you're a guitarist, you just gotta be like, fuck, that's some shit there. Whew. That's what you call, that's music you listen to when you're high. And you're like, damn, that's fucking some shred shit. That's all I know, man. Oh, here's a little tidbit of information. Have you ever watched me play in any of my bands over the years? Whenever you hear me, like, I'm up on stage and I'm just, look like I'm tuning up and shit, I'm playing that song. That one, I'm playing Into the Coven, I think it is. I play those because those are some great finger exercise songs. And, man, I just love those dudes, man. It's just fucking guitar. You know what? I was listening, when I was listening to this, I was thinking, you know what would sound cool? If they did a record, Denner and them, they did, and they had Michael Schenker in it. Oh my God! Imagine how a shredding fucking record that would be. My God. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Okay, now we're gonna get one of the Michael songs. Here's a song that takes you back in the day when metal was really flourishing back. And it's after Megadeth, or I should say Dave Mustaine, after he left Metallica, not by his own accord, but, whatever, and just had Megadeth rolling around, and got this song here, and this is some really good song. I don't know what to say. All I know is my sinuses are starting to fuck with me, and what can I say? Yeah. I know my trigger words. You guys don't have to rub it in. I know I like to say "and" as one of those words to tie you over till you think of something else. Well, here you go, man. This is a Michael song that he picked as one of his toppers. There you go, man. This is Megadeth of the Holy Wars here on Maximum Threshold. All for you, Curtis.
Bye.
Stacks it with the Wheels of Steel going out to Curtis. 56. Yeah, that was on his list. So swinging it back around. Let's see. I just kept adding music to the board here. Oh, okay. Now we're gonna do one of my top songs of all time, I guess you could say. And hope you enjoy this one. This one takes you back. This is my early roots where I was really getting into metal in the 70s when it was coming out pretty hard, and you were looking for those bands that were out there. Maybe this is the early 80s. No, it was 79, I think it was, when I really started getting into some heavier stuff. I was into Kiss and stuff like that during the 70s. But 79, I think, was a turning point, I guess, in hard rock and metal. And this band here is one of these bands that, man, when it came out, I was like, this is the shit. This is what I want to do. I want to play the guitar like this. This guy was an inspiration on me as playing. And even to this day, I still find myself, pulling these records out and listening to them and drawing off the inspiration. And when Mark died, man, it was a real bummer because you felt like you had this connection with him. And the band I'm talking about is Riot. And this is one of my favorite songs, man, of all time by Riot, and I'd say by almost any other band. And this is it. And you guys know me, you know it's definitely Swords and Tequila. That's right. Some wicked shit, man. Horns up, fist in air, baby. It's been with MT since the beginning.
Chance that you took
Hey, this is Mike Muir from Suicidal Tendencies. Hey, this is Mike Muir from Infectious Groove. Yeah, and this is Mike Muir from Psycho Michael. And we're all listening to Maximum Threshold. Yeah, and you should too. Yeah, listen to what he said. Yeah, listen to him too. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
It's kind of like a situation with the suicidal thing, you know. And when I was a kid, people always told me what I couldn't do, you know. And to this day, it pisses me off because everybody always told me what I couldn't do. Nobody told me, like, give me guidance on what I could do. And half the stuff I've done, I never would have been able to do it. And I didn't think I could until someone said, you can't. And I said, wait, I can't. And I said, well, maybe I can't, but I sure as hell gonna try, you know. And that's the whole reason why we're here right now, you know. We started off on our kitchen. The first time when we were playing, people were, what are you gonna do that? No one's gonna like what you're doing. That's like, okay, well, if we're wasting our time, let us waste it. You worry about your time. Sometimes you gotta fight with your fist, sometimes you gotta fight with your mind. And that's the whole reason why we're here right now, you know.
There's a war that they don't even know about, because it's a war inside my head. Practice what you just learned.
Miss the live show? Go to StitcherRadio.com and search Maximum Threshold and listen in today. That's Maximum Threshold and Stitcher Radio, a match made in heaven.
Yo, this is Ace Fairley, and you're listening to Maximum Threshold Radio. I just came from outer space.
Have a smartphone, iPod, iPad, or even Roku? Grab the app, tune in, and search Maximum Threshold and hear the show live directly from your device.
This is Jill Janice, a Huntress, and I gotta tell you, when I'm on the road, there's only one thing I'll pee into, and that's a funnel. It's called the Go Girl. I hope you have a minute to go check it out.
Yes, thanks, Jill, and rest in peace. Oh, man, you're missed, girl. Just wanted to throw that out there. Okay, well, man, let's get back in here. We got like one more song, and then when I bust camp, I'm gonna get out of here and do life. But we'll be back next week. I'm trying to get back on track with everything, and so we can continue to get this content out there to you guys and enjoy what we do. So let's see. This, man, there was 2 songs here from the same artist that made our list, and I didn't really. It was a toss, man, because both of them are like fucking top of the charts. But the more I looked at it, I was like, which one's the heaviest? Which one was heavy? Which one was more influential in music during this time frame? I'm talking about Metallica. And it's a struggle, because we have, on one hand, we have For Whom the Bell Tolls. On the other hand, we have Master of Puppets. And it's tough, man. So I'm gonna have to go with the one with the this shit influenced a whole generation of metalheads. And it's a heavier song, it's faster, and it's tough, man, but fuck it. Master of Puppets wins in my eyes between that and For Whom the Bell Tolls. For Whom the Bell Tolls is a good heavy-ass song, but Master of Puppets is a fucking kick-ass metal song. So, Curtis, you lost this one. I won this one. But still, we both win, though, because it's still Metallica. And this is Master of Puppets. With Master of Puppets, I'll put this up against any metal song. Be back and we're getting out of here. There you go, man. Oh, I forgot to play this. I'm sorry.
What's up, everybody? Jason Newstead here. You are listening to Maximum Threshold.
Thanks, Jason. Old friend. So there we go. Let's see. So we're just the last one. Play one more song, man, and we're calling it a night. And then next week we'll come back. We'll do part 2 of this. I hope you guys enjoyed this because I know I sure did. And all these mass texts I'm getting, man, everybody listening, tuning in, loving this. And I think we hit it right on. So this one here is another Michael suggestion of one of his favorites. And I agree with you on this, man. I don't know why I didn't think about this, and he did, because, hey, that's Michael. So, I'm not going to say who it is. I'm going to play the promo IDs. As soon as I play the promo IDs, you know who it is. So, I want to thank everybody for tuning in this week's edition of the Maximum Threshold Radio Show, episode 543. And we're back next week, man. I have no clue what the hell's going on other than we're going to be doing this, part 2. So, here you go, man. I'll see you guys next week. Horns up, fist in your air. Fist in your hair.
Hey, this is Rex Brown for Kill Devil Hill, and you're listening to Maximum Threshold Radio. Turn it the fuck up.
Philip H. Anselmo here. Some call me the kid, some call me the old man, and you are jamming your ever-loving genitals off with Maximum Threshold.
1, 2, 3, 4. Almost every day, I see the same face. A broken picture too. It's been the attitude. If you can see yourself, you put you on a shelf. Your purple masturbate, promise to not the age. Today I play the part of the parent. Not make a hundred rules for you to know about yourself. The lie make you believe what's evil. It's making love and making friends and meaning of the wrong way. The right way to see, to bleed, to not be done. It's true, you're making us fucking lost all. We stand alone. The truth is right or wrong, the boundaries of the law. You see the pistol point, harassing for a choice. You see the wonder why, what's when some people die. You're right, tickets man, I'm on the dumb they ran. See now I play the public servant. To serve and protect by the law and the state. I bust upon the rape, stealing murder. And leave you be if you got them, shake your head like a man. Not a god. To see, to bleed, cannot be done. It's true, you're making us fucking hostile. We stand alone. In your head, put you in your bed. He's watching, say your prayer, 'cause God is everywhere. And now I play a man learning preacher about the thinking of the destined life. I question things because I am human. And call the one that follows the closer than a stranger. I won't listen. To see, to bleed, cannot be done. It's true, you're making us fucking hostile! There you go!
You just listened to Maximum Threshold Radio Show. Airs live every Saturday night, 8 p.m. until whenever the fuck they shut up. So tune in.
It is pointless to resist.